The opening up of public transport has been a point of contention this year, and with holiday season in full swing and COVID-19 transmission rates still increasing, to what extent are we ready for easing of restrictions? Here to share with us his views, we have Light Rail Manila Corporation's President Juan Alfonso. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the broadcast.
Hi, good morning.
Sir, let's kick off with, a general overview of what has happened this year to LRMC, but particularly to the LRT1. How much of an effect has it had on your operations, and how did you respond during this difficult time?
Yes, just as a background, when the pandemic started, we originally we were asked to lower our ridership. No, that was the first few days before the hard lockdown in March. No, and then during the ECQ, we stopped operations, and then afterward we were allowed to resume operations only at about 13%. No, at present we've been allowed to increase our capacities, and I think this is also in line with best practices. A lot of people feel or have the impression that public transportation is not safe. No, our company has worked with UITP, the International Transport Association for Public Transport, and also best practices in the Department of Transportation to really benchmark what has been done abroad and what has kept the system safe. No? We've instituted a lot of measures, made sure that we have proper ventilation in all of our vehicles, and what you call this, the system itself is safe. No, contrary to I think a lot of impressions of people. No?
Sir, you've mentioned that you are safe. You have had consultation with offshore people as well on how they have been coping. But the question is, are we ready to reopen at full capacity? I mean, to what extent can you say we can start operating, and what are you pushing to happen?
Well, right now, what has been happening is that people have slowly gotten back to work. No? I think the numbers in terms of people going back to work are consistent with economic activity that has been mentioned by the economic managers. No, people have gone back to work slowly. We're not experiencing the bounce back or like the V-shaped recovery or U-shaped recovery of other markets. No, like Japan and Tokyo, Osaka, and even Bangkok, where the people going back to work are at about 70-80% already. I think if you look at the mobility stats of for example Google, they're at about 50%. So what you're going to see the movement of public transportation consistent with that, and I think it's a number of factors. One of it is still a lot of people are afraid. No, have to communication or the message has to be made that it's safe to take public transport, or it's safe to move around public transport with the minimum health standards prescribed by our partners in the DOTR and in the DOH. No? Also, I think prescribed by the IATF.
Mm-hmm. Sir, I want to move the discussion over to your expansion projects here, specifically, of course, the Cavite expansion. Are you still on target to actually meet your goal of at least completing the line by, at least if I'm not mistaken, end of 2021? And have you taken the time, at least during the pandemic, to actually bolster your construction here for the extension project?
Yeah, the Cavite extension continues. I think the project completion is at about 50% right now. The pandemic really, I think, like a lot of projects, we had a lot of delays. No? We had to figure out the health and security and safety of the workers, how to work in a safe environment. No, so I think that has led to some delays, definitely. we're still going through the program in terms of having several revisions, to see what the I guess what the timing will be like for completion of the extension. But we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from a lot of people who have seen the construction, which is already at the Ninoy Aquino Avenue area right now. And then I think by early January, we're going to be at the Parañaque River in terms of the viaducts being completed. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Now talking about new projects on the pipeline, there are also other railways that are being proposed all over the Luzon area as well. To what extent, sir, is not just LRT1 ready to operate, but the rest of the transportation network in the country ready to seamlessly operate? Because there's also concern not just of one trajectory, but also how this can connect. You'll need to connect for commuters to get to their workplace. You'll need to connect to tricycles. You'll need to connect to jeepneys. You'll need to connect to buses and other railways. So how are you solving this problem?
Our vision for the commuting public, I think, is more than operating our train system. We want to give our riders a seamless journey. No? So one thing that we've done is we've introduced an app. It's called Ikot MNL, which is available on Google and App Store. And what this does really, it helps our customers or riders plan a journey from what we call the first mile, or the first ride that they come out when they come out of their house, into the LRT, and then to the final destination. So it allows them to plan this seamless journey, and then the routes of the other public transportation providers are all loaded into this system to help people really map out their commute in Metro Manila. No? I think we're working with the DOTR on improving the connectivity. One of the initiatives we have is the opening of the unified common station in which will link LRT 1, MRT 3, and MRT 7. No, in that North EDSA area. No, so I think the DOTR and its partners are doing have plans for better, making it more seamless, or the interactive mobility feel like more one system rather than several separate systems.
All right, sir. Given that, sir, what are you looking forward to, at least in 2021? It's also interesting to note as well that other than providing a seamless operation here, mobility, at least for our commuters, have already made headway as well when it comes to these contact tracing efforts, especially for your commuters. So given that, what are you looking forward to in 2021, and what should we expect for LRT1, please?
I think we're looking to, in terms of 2021, I think show and demonstrate to a lot of our riders that the system is safe. No, a lot has been spoken about possible airflow and ventilation. The LRT coaches, the doors open every 2 minutes. No, so there's fresh air that comes into the system, and the doors stay open for about 30 seconds. Apart from that, our message continues to be that the system is safe. And one of the other things we're doing is we're adding aircraft grade HEPA filters in all of our coaches with UV light treatment for the air conditioning. And these filters also are able to capture the virus should they be out in the air. No? So I think these measures, together with the more disinfection and cleaning that is being done, allow there's no dead air. No, we even go as far as measuring the CO2. No, so that the airflow is measured. Make the commuter feel safe. No, and provide better and efficient service to our passengers. No?
Sir, just a short term here, it's Christmas season. Transmission rates are going higher than normal. what is this so-called Christmas train? What is it exactly, and how are you going to be, having an effective and safe commute during this holiday season?
Yeah, I think we already mentioned some of the measures which will continue, and then the mask is on the train so that it's compliant with minimum health standards. Just one train, unfortunately, but it's really a tribute to our frontliners, and it's a reminder,
Okay.
and it's a fun reminder to people
Mhm.
that you can make it fun at the same time. It's something that's catchy and people remember it. No? And I think so much has been said about tribute to the frontliners, but I think they really deserve it, and they're really risking a lot of lives, their lives, and keeping the country safe. I think rather than we support the government from their move to risk avoidance to risk management. All of us have to live with with this virus. Your earlier reports had the vaccine rollout schedules, and we have to learn how to live safely. And I think LRMC is doing this its part in helping the commuter have a safe journey.
Okay, thank you so much. So, of course, risk management is key, especially during this Christmas season, and watch out for that Christmas train at the LRT1 stations. Thank you so much. That was, of course, LRMC's President Juan Alfonso. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.